Hello, my name is Paul with Golden Blaze Videos, and this is another favorite gear review. And no, it's not my pack. This is the Gossamer Gear G4-20. I did a review on that recently, and I'll put up a link. But it's their tent, and it's the one, and the reason I got my pack is it fits right here in the side pocket, believe it or not. It's that small. It's a single person tent. Let me pull it out here. And yeah, it only weighs 18 ounces, and it's ultralight. The Gossamer Gear, the 1. They also have the 2, which is for 2 people. But yeah, it only weighs 18 ounces, just under 2 pounds. It does require your trekking poles to set it up. And here's my trekking pole from Black Diamond. But anyways, you want to set those at 125. See that right there? Set them both up. We are going to set up the tent here in just a second. And then the only other thing is your ground cloth and some tent stakes. Takes a minimum of 6. You can use 10, but we'll go over all of that in a minute. So let's set it up and see how it goes. The Gossamer Gear is not a freestanding tent, so make sure you pick a nice level spot. It doesn't come with the ground cloth. This is a piece of Tyvek that I cut out separately for myself. The one tent takes a minimum of 6 stakes to set it up. It comes with angle type stakes, but I replaced with a straight hook type, which I prefer. Each corner has a drawstring that is easily adjustable. Put your stakes in at 45 degrees. So stake out the 4 corners on each side, pulling the tent nice and flat, and taunt. Now we are ready for the trekking poles. Your poles should be set at 125 centimeters. One goes on each side. There's a pocket up underneath the eave where the top of the trekking pole goes, and then the bottom goes into a hook point at the base of the tent. Now we're ready for the second trekking pole. The setup is the same on both sides. Now with the trekking pole in place, pull the vestibule out. There's a drawstring just like on the corner that's easily adjustable. This is a 1-door tent. It's a 1-person tent. Pull each corner out tight, making it good and taut. This helps shed water and rain. When the weather's nice and to maximize ventilation, the door can be rolled up and held in place with a couple of clip points. Here's another view of the trekking pole setup. The top of the pole goes up underneath the eave, and then there's a clip down at the base that the point of your trekking pole goes into. Here's a close-up shot of where the point of your trekking pole goes into the clip and then into the ground. Now you can see the entire trekking pole, and it's exactly the same on the opposite side. Each side also has 2 quick connect loop points which attach to your trekking pole. This helps stabilize the tent and also cause less deflection in the wind. The bathtub floor can be staked out separately. This would require 4 additional stakes. There is also a guy line point on each side of the tent for very windy conditions. The non-door side of the vestibule can quickly be unclipped and rolled up out of the way. This is just a 1-person tent, but it's very spacious with plenty of headroom. We are now inside the tent. You can see the trekking pole through the mesh. It does come with this little clothesline hook at the top, which is good for hanging lights, wet socks, I found out. And then there is a vent down the foot area, and it is tapered. It's slightly narrower at the feet than it is at the head. There's one little side pocket. This wall right here is solid. Mesh up here. There's just a smaller overhang on the side that doesn't have the door. And then you can see there is a larger vent near your head. So there we go, the one tent, single person, ultralight. I really like this tent. I do want to make you aware though, you know, with ultralight single wall tents, condensation. Had a lot of condensation. First time I used it up in the Great Smoky Mountains, it was like down in the upper 30s, raining, fog. I was in a hole. It was like all the worst conditions. I did have condensation, but it did rain all night. And had a couple of drips from the condensation, but I was able to stay dry, which is the main thing. And I've used it several times since then, not in the rain. Light condensation, but I had that same issue with my Lightheart Gear tent. I think that's something you just gotta live with these single wall tents. So buyer beware. But anyways, I would recommend it. Great tent, and I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you'll subscribe, and I'll have some more reviews and backpacking videos coming out soon. Thanks again for watching.